If I lost everything and I had to start from zero, here's exactly how I'd get to $10,000 per month as fast as possible. No games, no fluff, just the truth. By the time I turned 21, I made my first $1,000 in a day. But it wasn't always like that. A few years ago, I was dead broke. I had no job, no savings, no fancy connections, I grew up in the lower middle class, and no backup plan. I wasn't sleeping well, and I was using an old laptop that barely worked. It would crash all the time. I was frustrated, I hated feeling stuck, and I decided I wasn't going to live like that anymore. If I could go from that to making real money, then so can you. You just need a clear plan, and you need to follow it like your life depends on it. If you're sitting there, tired of working a job you hate just to barely pay rent or groceries, then pay attention, because this is for you. Let me give it to you straight. Most people are broke not because they're stupid or lazy. They're broke because they focus on all the wrong things. You've probably been told to wake up early, take cold showers, meditate, and do your journaling every morning. And while that's all nice and pretty, none of that stuff actually makes you money. Discipline is very useful, for sure, but discipline itself like cold showers, doesn't put dollars in your pocket. You can be the most disciplined person on the planet, but if you're not doing the things that lead to actual income, you're still going to be broke. People waste so much time trying to be perfect, trying to get everything ready, trying to feel confident, and they never actually start doing the work that matters. If you want to make real money, you need to focus only on the actions that create income. That's it. If it doesn't directly help you get clients or make more sales, stop doing it. So here's the first thing I'd do if I had to start from scratch. I'd pick a business model with high profit margins. That means when someone pays me, I get to keep most of that money. This is super important because if you pick the wrong kind of business, you will work very hard and still make very little. Like with a job, most beginners fall into this trap. They try dropshipping or low-ticket e-commerce, and while it sounds cool, the truth is those models are hard, competitive, and even if you manage to succeed, which most people never do by the way, the profit margins are tiny, 5 to 20% max. On 10K, that's $500 to 2K. It's nothing. And that's before taxes, by the way. You have to sell hundreds of cheap products just to make a few $100 in profit. That's not the right move if you're starting from zero. Instead, I'd pick a service-based business or consulting. These types of businesses have profit margins between 80 and 98%. That means if someone pays you $1,000, you keep almost all of it. That's how you make $10,000 per month faster. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't have any skills. That's fine. There are still ways to make this work. If you already have a skill like writing, graphic design, video editing, sales, or anything like that, then you can offer it as a done-for-you service. That means you do the work for the client, or you get a freelancer, a remote contractor to do it for you. That way, you can sell any service even if you don't know how to do it yourself. Now, if you've gotten results in something before, like losing weight, fixing your dating life, building a social media account, or anything that's helped you to improve your life, then you can coach others to do the same. People will pay you to teach them how to get the same results you got. That's called coaching or consulting. And if you have zero skills and no personal results, you can still start a business. You can sell a service that someone else delivers. You're the one who finds the client and handles communication. And you hire a freelancer to do the actual work. You're just the middle person who connects the dots. That's typically what we call the agency model, which means you don't need to be an expert. You just need to be able to talk to people, understand their problems, and connect them to solutions. That's why anyone can start this. Once I've picked my business model, I move on to the next step. I need to find a painful and expensive problem. That is the key. The biggest mistake people make is trying to sell something that nobody really needs. They make a course about a random topic they like, or they try to build a product that sounds cool but doesn't solve a real problem. That's why it doesn't sell. You need to look for problems that make people feel frustrated, stuck, or overwhelmed. Problems that keep them up at night. Because those are the problems people will actually pay to solve. In business to business, what we call B2B, that usually means helping companies to make more money. Things like getting more leads, closing more sales, or improving their marketing. In business to consumer, what we call B2C, it could be problems like losing weight, fixing their relationship, quitting a bad habit, or building confidence, investing in real estate, etc. These are the problems that hurt, and where there's pain, there's motivation to spend money. You don't need to solve every problem, you just need to pick one, only one painful problem, and get really good at solving it. If you can do this, you can make millions. Now that I know what problem I'm solving, I create my offer. This is where a lot of people overcomplicate things. Your offer should be simple and clear. If I'm doing B2B, business to business, my pitch would sound something like this. You can pay me $2,000 and I'll help you make $20,000 per month in recurring revenue. That's a 10 times return on investment. Business owners understand that language. If I'm doing business to consumer, I'd make the results super obvious. Something like, I'll help you lose 20 pounds in 90 days without giving up pizza or spending hours at the gym. You help them get the result they want without the things they hate. So that's a very strong offer because it speaks directly to the pain and clearly promises a result. To make your offer even stronger, you can add some proof. If you have testimonials, case studies, screenshots, anything that shows you've done this before, use that. Also, add urgency. Give people a reason to buy now instead of later. You can say you're only taking 3 new clients, or you're offering a discount this week only. Lastly, add a guarantee. If you can remove some of the risk from the buyer, they will feel more comfortable saying yes. Here's something most people never do, but it's a total game changer. Sell your offer before you build it. You don't want to spend weeks making a perfect website or building a full course before anyone has paid you. That's how most people waste time and burn out. What I would do instead is take the offer I created and start talking to people about it. I would book calls. On those calls, I would pitch my offer. And if someone says yes and pays me, then I would go build the delivery part. That way, I only build it if I know someone actually wants it. If no one buys, that's not a failure. That just means I need to tweak the offer and try again. You get real feedback from real conversation, and that helps you improve way faster than just guessing in your head. So now that I have a great offer and I know people want it, I need to get in front of as many people as possible. This is the part that separates people who win from people who stay stuck. The biggest reason most people never make money is simple. Not enough people see their offer. You could have the best offer in the world, but if nobody knows about it, you won't make a dime. So you need to get more visibility. There are 2 ways to do this. The first way is what we call inbound marketing. That means making content on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. You make videos or posts that attract people to you. This is great, but it takes time to build up an audience. The second way is outbound marketing. You directly reach out to people who need your help. Cold emails, cold DMs, Facebook messages, LinkedIn outreach, etc. This works way faster. If I had to start over, I'd go hard on outbound marketing, meaning I reach out to strangers. I'd send 100 messages a day. I would find people with the problem I solve and just start real conversations. It's a numbers game. The more people you reach, the more likely you are to book calls. Once people start responding, your full-time job becomes booking calls, taking calls, and closing deals. That's where the money comes in. You don't need to be a master at sales. You just need to show that you understand the person's problem and explain how your offer helps them to fix it and ask them if they want to move forward. That's it. You can even write out a simple script to guide the conversation. If you're taking 10 to 20 sales calls per week, you will almost accidentally start closing deals. If your offer is good and you talk to enough people, some of them will say yes. Then you deliver the result, either by doing the work yourself or hiring someone to do it. And you just keep repeating that cycle. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots feed up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Let me save you months of pain and stress by warning you about some common mistakes. First, do not build before you sell. Selling first saves time and gives you proof that people actually want what you're offering. Second, do not pick a business model with low margins. You want to make as much as you can from each sale so you can hit your income goals faster and scale faster because you can reinvest more money. Third, do not spend weeks planning and preparing and trying to be perfect. Just start. Get your offer in front of people and adjust as you go. And finally, stop chasing passive income before you've even made active income. Passive income is real, yes, but it comes after you've built something valuable and proven. It's never what you start with. So what would my day look like if I had to start from scratch right now? I'd work 8 hours per day. I would spend 6 of those hours finding leads and talking to potential clients. That's lead generation and sales calls. The other 2 hours would go into making my offer better and delivering results to the people who've already paid me. I wouldn't need a team. I wouldn't need a fancy software. I would use Google Docs to write things down. I would use Zoom links to take calls. I'd use my calendar to stay organized. That's it. I'd be focused, clear, and consistent. If I did that for 30 to 90 days straight, I'd be making $10,000 per month, maybe even more. Not because I'm lucky, not because I'm special, but because I focused only on what matters. Finding a painful problem, solving it with a clear offer, and talking to as many people as possible until someone says yes. That's the plan. And if I had to start again from zero, that's exactly how I do it. Now, if you're serious about becoming financially free this year, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I explain how I've been able to make more than $1,000 a day in profit. And right now, we're also offering free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to help you reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. But be quick, because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. And soon, we'll probably take that video down. So click on the link in the description below, watch the free video and book your call. And with that being said, I'll see you on the other side.